Get him in. Get
Dude.
Woo! He's not coming in yet. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Fish Addict. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's the day after Thanksgiving. We're out here today. I'm actually with my pops. He's right here fishing in front. We're out on a small pond today, fishing for largemouth bass. We just got some new lures, some new baits. I'll show you what we're gonna be throwing. All right, we got a chatterbait right here. Probably gonna try this. My dad over here, he's got a jig on. Show him what you're throwing. Pops is throwing this jig. I think I'm actually gonna throw on like a jerk bait or a crankbait. You know, it's fall. I think, you know, the goal is to get these bass to react. But there's some nice fish in here. Stay tuned. We're gonna go around the lake, try to catch a few of them, and we'll be back. Guys, so I got a lipless crankbait tied up here. I think these fish are a little bit deeper in the middle of the lake, so we're gonna try to fish the middle of the lake. I'm fishing on a Bill Dance bait caster, 6:2-to-1 gear ratio. I've had this rod combo for a long time. Caught a lot of fish on it. Yeah, stay tuned. Let's catch some fish. Since we're in the pond, we got a little bit of worms to throw on and drag around while we're out here, because sometimes these fish don't bite, but they'll always bite a worm. So I'm going to thread a worm on here, throw it off the back, and while we're trolling around, see if it picks up any fish. There's bass in this lake, there's bluegill, there's big catfish. They have pretty big catfish. I think I've caught about a 40-pound catfish out of here. I'll put a picture in the video so you guys can check it out. But we're gonna try to drag this worm along while we're fishing some of these different lures. No bites yet on the lipless crankbait. So I am going to switch over to my favorite soft plastic bait for this lake, a little lizard. But the secret to the lizard is you gotta wacky rig it. Take the lizard, hook it right through the middle, just pull it through the water. This thing always gets bit. Let's see.
Perfect.
Look at that nice juicy worm. What fish would not want to eat that? I got about, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet up to a bobber, dragging it around. Hopefully it gets hit. They don't hit this. I don't know what they're gonna hit. All right, well, I'm not getting bit on the crankbait. I'm not getting bit on the lizard. So my key tip is to keep trying and changing up your bait and finding what that fish wants to bite at, what that fish wants to hit. So I'm gonna go to a topwater. I usually have some pretty good reaction bites off of topwater in this lake. And we're coming up to a spot where I got 2 big bites from a catfish on topwater, which is kind of weird, but we're coming up to where the catfish likes to hang out. Maybe it'll hit this topwater. Oh, we missed it. Oh, we missed it. Oh, we missed it. You guys see that right there? We missed it.
You in the top water.
I always get bit on the top water, but the top water, I don't know why. It's about a 50-50 hookup ratio. I don't know why they miss it a lot, but all right, guys, so we're back in. We're sitting at the dock. I'm just gonna cast this worm right in this area because there's a lot of bass that hang out right on this wall. So I'm just gonna cast a pole out with a bobber, see if it gets hit while we're having lunch. I'm gonna leave the camera with you guys to see if we're getting bit. Let me know if we get a bite. Oh, it's under. Oh, it's under, guys.
You got some? Come in the video.
Oh, it's a jumper.
Okay, hold on.
You guys saw the jump. He freaking popped off. Alright guys, he popped off. You could probably see him jump in the video. But I'm gonna get this bait back out there because that worm worked, as you can see. He tangled me all up. Damn it! He popped off, guys. So I'm gonna just rig up a new worm. Nice juicy guy. Thread him on the hook. Now what you want to do if you can is thread the worm through the middle of the body. It's gonna give that worm the most lifelike action. It's gonna let the worm move freely, and then what I do so it doesn't really get bitten off too much, I'll do it once through the middle. So thread it, and once through the middle, that gives a nice tail to attract the fish with. You can still move around. Don't just loop it up on the hook a million times, because it doesn't give a natural appeal to the fish. Oh, it's going out. All right, he's got it. He's got it in his mouth. Dude, he's running with it. Got him. Oh, there he is.
Oh, a nice one.
Oh, he's running.
Don't let him go under the boat. How are you gonna land him? Oh, don't let him do that.
Finally, we're hooked up.
He's gonna cut your line. Don't let him go that way.
Oh. Come on, Mr. Fish. Get out of there.
Keep him on the top.
He's a nice one. He may have swallowed it, you guys.
You want me to take that?
No. I think that might have been the same one that we lost.
Did he swallow it?
Yeah, he swallowed it.
Don't let him trip on.
Solid 2-pounder right there on the worm hook. I'm gonna try to get this guy unhooked without hurting him. We'll get him back in the water. All right, guys, I got him unhooked. Nice 2-pounder. Let's get him back in the water. Hey, sometimes you just gotta give them what they want. They may not want the top water, they may not want the crankbait, they may not want the plastic worm. Sometimes you just gotta give them that natural live worm, that real bait. Hey, there we go, one on the board. We're going out again in about 20 minutes to try to get them on the top water again, because I know they're gonna be hitting on the top water at this dawn patrol that we're about to do, this dawn patrol run. So we'll be back. Stay tuned, Fish Addict.
Cooked up.
Get him in! Get
Dude!
Woo! He's not coming in yet.